Meatballs are the original recipe from my great-grandmother that she brought over with her from Italy in 1924, 1925. Wow.
That's IZZY'S Garden of Italy owner Katie Harris on her family restaurant, first established in the 1930s, credited with introducing spaghetti to the city of Indianapolis. IZZY'S one of dozens of central Indiana restaurants taking part in Devour Indy Summerfest, a 2-week culinary experience that's sure to tickle your taste buds, and all for a good cause this year. The event kicks off Monday with proceeds helping to go support the Indiana Hospitality Relief Fund. And for more, I'm pleased to be joined by Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Director of Operations, Elise Shrock. And Elise, welcome to the program.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Devour, the concept is not new. It's been around maybe for 10 years, a lot of years. Talk about the whole Devour concept in downtown. Other areas of the city have used it too, but what it's all about.
Yeah, Devour Indy is a citywide celebration of all of the incredible restaurants that Indianapolis has to offer. This has been something that started with Devour downtown over a decade ago. In 2016, it turned into a citywide event so that we could celebrate restaurants across the county. And it continues today as the city's premier restaurant week. We have Summerfest, we do Winterfest, and we're really excited for things to kick off this Monday and give our restaurants a little bit of love. It's much needed right now.
Yeah, you talk about it this year, you know, value priced has been the focus. This year, really a big focus on celebrating restaurants and the resiliency of restaurants and the workers in a restaurant and hospitality sector. It's going to be a big part of the event this year.
Yeah, sure. It has been, it's no surprise that it has been very tough over the last 6 months for our industry, especially. We're still trying to keep opening back up safely in ways where we can invite our guests and the public back in, but it's just been really tough. As we move through Summerfest this year, we're really encouraging folks to get out there as a way to support your favorite restaurant or maybe a new restaurant that you're looking to try, and really just celebrate them, support them, and have a great meal while you're doing it.
Yeah, Devour Indy is going to support this year the Indiana Hospitality Relief Fund. You launched that several months ago, I think in April, not long after the pandemic started. Talk about the ability to support that fund and what that fund is really all about, because you've given out a lot of money to some folks who really need it.
Sure. Our workers are obviously the backbone of this industry. They're who you see and who you come to know when you walk into a restaurant. And then you have back of house who are making it all happen. And at the start of this pandemic with the shutdown, so many of them found themselves without a job, even still with reduced hours. It's been a struggle for many workers. So our association turned to a relief fund that we created that gives $500 grants to hospitality workers in need. We have had thousands and thousands of applications come in. We've been able to give out a few hundred of those grants, which is great. We've raised over $150,000 for this, but that goes quickly when so many folks are in need. So we're really encouraging people when they come out to Devour, look for our website that's listed on all of the collateral on our website. When you're going on to check out what menus you may be interested in, click over to the Relief Fund site and make sure to donate. Our folks could really use the support.
Yeah, and to put it in perspective on what restaurants are continuing to go through, that's an industry that heading into the pandemic was very tough, very challenging. But now as these restaurants are opening up, they're needing to do so at reduced capacity. How difficult is it still for these restaurants around the state of Indiana?
It's incredibly difficult. Like you said, before the pandemic, this is a business that was already very difficult to get into and to maintain. Budgets and margins are run on a hairline fraction. So when you're only able to serve, 25, 50% capacity, and those numbers change from week to week, food prices are variable, and you just don't know what, you're looking over the health and safety of not just the guests, but your staff. All of those variables have just made it incredibly difficult for this industry to keep pushing forward, but they keep doing it because that's what hospitality does.
Yep. Devour Indy Summerfest taking on added significance this year. It begins Monday, August 24, will run through Sunday, September 6. Elise Shrock, the Director of Operations at the Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Have a great one.
All right. Well, this week, Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett announced city funding for initiatives aimed at improving safety and aiding in recovery efforts downtown. Mayor Hogsett says $750,000 in TIF-backed funding will be used to add more than 150 street-level cameras, mobile cameras in crime hotspots, and a safety ambassador program. The dedicated funding, the first announced component of a plan being developed by the Downtown Recovery Committee. It's a collaboration with the city and business and civic leaders in the wake of social unrest and violence impacting the downtown Indianapolis core, including economic, public health, and public safety issues. And I'll be right back after this. Stay with us.